Today we're going to check out the carbon fiber ZR1 hood that you can put on your C8 Corvette. So let's go check it out in this video. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And like I said, we are going to be checking out this carbon fiber ZR1 hood right here that you could put on your C8 Corvette. It comes from Extreme Online Store, or EOS for short, and it sells for about $1,900, which is a fantastic deal for this massive piece of carbon fiber that you get. Now, if you guys are longtime viewers of the channel, you guys know that I already have a carbon fiber hood from EOS already. So we're going to actually be looking to swap out that carbon fiber hood for this one right here. Now, to go into a little bit more detail, this is a replica version of the ZR1 hood that you have seen on C8 ZR1s, and it is the ZTK version where you have that a little bit of an extended lip on the front vent section, kind of give you more of that aggressive stance and just overall, you know, just really aggressive look. You have your replica vent sections that you would see just like you would on the ZR1 hood, and overall the look on this is pretty fantastic. Now, this is an aesthetic piece, it's not a fully functional piece, so these vent pieces don't actually go to your front section, so you still have that functionality of the front, but there's just a cover over here where the vent pieces are, kind of deal. Now, your first question is as well, with all these vents here, with all this mesh, what happens when it rains? Well, essentially EOS has it that there are drain holes for these mesh sections, so even if you're caught in the rain, this will properly all drain out, so you're not left with just a giant puddle of water that's still just, you know, collecting inside where all these mesh sections are. So there's no worry for that. I know that's probably like the first question anybody asks, and when you have all these mesh pieces, so you get that look, and it is going to properly drain if you ever get caught in the rain with this kind of hood on. And then checking out the finish on this piece, I would give this piece a solid B+. There are a few sections that I could say could have been buffed out a little bit better, but for how massive and complex this piece at the price point that it is, I think it's a really, really good job that they've done, kind of deal. So it's one of those, if you buy this kind of piece, you might have to do a little bit of buffing just to, if you want to get that perfect shine. But honestly, I'm okay with how this looks, so I'm just going to be okay with putting this on the car just as it sits. And the install for this is pretty straightforward. It's just 4 bolts total that hold on the hood, and then you have your latch bolts that you have to swap out from your current hood onto this new hood. And I've done it a few times before. I have a few videos that show you the whole entire process. It's very, very simple. The only thing that I will say that you probably need is an extra set of hands, just because of how large this piece is. This is really challenging to try to do by yourself. So I would encourage you to have a second set of hands on hand to be able to do this. But essentially that is what it comes down to. Now, this does not have any kind of center herringbone pattern. This is all just one single piece of carbon fiber that you see, which is perfectly fine with me. I actually don't mind that. It looks fine in regards to just that overall setup, but it's just something to keep in mind if you're looking for something that has that center cut in the middle. This hood does not have that. And again, if you're interested in this piece, I'll have links in the description so you could go check it out for your ride. But this will fit pretty much any variant of C8 Corvette that you have, whether it's a Stingray, Eray, Z06, or if you really wanted to, you could do it on a ZR1, but the ZR1s already have this kind of hood, so, you know, kind of moot point. But the point is that this will fit on every single variant of C8 Corvette that you have. Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about this hood, let's go ahead and get this installed on the C8 Corvette and show you how it looks on the car. Alright guys, so we have finished installing the ZR1 hood onto the C8 Corvette, and it is looking freaking awesome. I really do like that aggressive look that you get, and honestly it's one of those things that, I mean, I'm a big fan of the ZR1 and some of the main features on there, so this is cool to have that kind of feature on my C8 Corvette. I know it's more fashion than function, but at the same time I just like that look. And I mean, you guys know me with this car, I like going for a more aggressive look, so this definitely fits the bill on that. So, and the fitment on here was rock solid. I mean, I only had to do a few little adjustments here and there, just, you know, aligning the hood, and then after I had that done, it was pretty much ready to go. So I do have other videos that have a little bit more detail in regards to how to install the hood, so I'll link those as well, just in case you're interested. But it's definitely a DIY that you could do from home kind of deal without having to necessarily take it to a dealership to actually get that installed. You just need a second set of hands really, and the right like a socket set in order to be able to do this job. But yeah, in any case, if you are interested, definitely check out the links in the description so you can check it out for yourself. And yeah, we will see you next time. So take care, guys.